Gives you a decent chance of getting in the rugby team, though.
Another nation with a very small population, Norfolk Island, population of just over 2,000. Their only medal so far in the games in 1994 in the ladies' bowls. Duncan Gray, the squash player who's been chosen to represent his small nation.
Well, Duncan's 52, still playing squash. Good on you, Duncan. And he said last time he got a bye in the first round, and his second round match was actually televised, which he's very proud about.
Northern Ireland Cup.
Well, the Northern Ireland team, again, getting a great reception here. They come here with high hopes in quite a few sports, particularly in boxing, the likes of Paddy Barnes carrying the flag for them. The wrestler Mark Montgomery, former judo player, and switched to wrestling just 18 months ago. And again, a man who says this is the proudest moment of his sporting career thus far. The team, as Prince Charles looks on, includes David Calvert in the shooting. We'll be hoping that he can add to his medal tally. He's in his 9th games, he's already won 4 goals.
Well, here we have one of India's most bitter rivals, and listen to that crowd, amazing. The Indians are obviously giving the Pakistan team a very, very warm welcome here. Pakistan, of course, was created during partition back in 1947, when the two nations were created, India and Pakistan. And they've come here. Their flag bearer is Sujauddin Malik, who's a weightlifter, and he won Pakistan's only gold back in Melbourne. So they seem like a very happy crowd. They seem like they're very happy to be here.
Rather interestingly, Amir Khan's younger brother is going to be boxing for Pakistan. Harur Khan, he's from Bolton, but he's taken the chance to compete for Pakistan here, and said he's very much looking forward to it. Will turn pro pretty much after these Commonwealth Games, particularly if he does well.
Pakistan, followed by Papua New Guinea. They say it's the world's most diverse country linguistically, with 700 native languages and dialects. Barbara Stubbings, a squash player, has been chosen by Papua New Guinea as their flag bearer. Took a gold medal in 2006, Ryan Peeney, in the men's 100 metres butterfly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the stadium, Rwanda.
Here comes Rwanda. We mentioned earlier on Mozambique, without any historical link to Britain and yet being a member of the Commonwealth. Well, the same applies to Rwanda, admitted to the Commonwealth just last year. Rwanda, of course, which suffered one of the worst terrors in recent African history in the civil war and the brutal violence in the mid-90s. Good to see them here. Dieudonné Disi of the athletics team representing them and leading his team into the stadium. Followed by Samoa, which means Sacred Centre, used to be Western Samoa. Their only medal so far in 2006 was a bronze in the boxing. But Ele Opelogi, the weightlifter, is currently ranked number 1 in the Commonwealth.
Well, you wouldn't argue with that, would you? She actually just missed out on the medal at the Olympic Games in 4th place. Samoa's Rugby Sevens team, World Series champions, and will be looking to do very well.
We're standing by to welcome Scotland.
Ladies and gentlemen, please extend a warm welcome to our next guests, Scotland.
Well, Scotland had a stupendous Commonwealth Games in Melbourne in 2006, really exceeded all expectations, and they'll be hoping to continue that on. Ross Edgar, of course, one of Great Britain's top cyclists, will be hoping that he can win gold for Scotland in track cycling, silver medalist at the Olympics, and they've got so many medal hopes. They did particularly well in swimming last time round. That's the Scottish Sports Minister in the middle of the picture there, waving the flag. And on the track as well, they could well pick up one or two. Lee McConnell going in the 400 metres. Hayley Child in 400 hurdles. And of course the great Willie Wood. Let's not forget Willie Wood in the bowls. 72 years of age. Go on, Willie.
So the Scots are safely into the stadium. Very big Commonwealth Games for them, looking ahead to 2014 when they will host. Seychelles. Steve Malkouzan, the badminton player, is their flag carrier. First competed in the Commonwealth Games in 1990.
And now,
they've
please
taken 5
welcome
medals so far.
Sierra Leone.
We mentioned Rwanda and the dreadful civil war which they had to go through in the 90s. Well, Sierra Leone also suffered its own atrocities. Very good to see the team here. Athlete Michael Cargbo is leading. Michaela Cargbo is leading the team there.
Just 19 years of age, will be running in the 100 metres. What a proud moment for her.
हमारे अगले मेहमान देश सिंगापुर का स्वागत करें.
Here we have Singapore. This is a nation that first joined Malaysia back in 1963, but then withdrew 2 years later to become independent. Of course, it's a high-tech island, and the flag bearer is Feng Tian Wei, who's a table tennis player. And she's also Singapore Sportswoman of the Year. So I'm guessing they've won more than 75% of total medals at the last 2 games. That's amazing, Steve.
Yeah, she was born in China, but I was actually in Singapore. I went popped down there between the Olympics and the Paralympics, and I was there when they returned back to the airport. It was absolutely incredible. What a reception they received.
The Solomon Islands, being led by a tennis player,
स्टेडियम में अब आ रहा है साउथ अफ्रीका का दल
Michael Patrick Leong. They've never won a medal yet. And now we have mighty South Africa.
Well, the South African team maybe not quite as big as we might have expected, around 150 competitors or so. Certainly some of their track and field athletes not here. Cameron Vanderberg, who will be swimming starting, of course, tomorrow. He's carrying the flag, but their big star in the pool, of course, is Roland Schumann. Watch out for him. And the 50-metre freestyle, hoping to make it 3 in a row. Well, as the South Africans go through, I think Sonali has got a couple of members of the Jersey shooting team with her.
We've got 2 of Jersey's shooters here, Daniel Richardson and Bruce Horwood. How are you enjoying the show so far?
It's fantastic at the moment, just awesome.
What's it like coming out for Jersey to Delhi 2010?
It's been absolutely fantastic, to be honest. All the stuff that was in the press beforehand has turned out to be, well, not really. We're all having an absolutely fantastic time, and this is just, beyond our wildest dreams, really. It's absolutely brilliant.
And you're looking forward to competing out here, presumably?
Can't wait. We've been waiting for a while, looking forward to it, and can't wait for competition day next week.
How much of the home nation's athletes have been mingling in the athletes' village, or is there a bit of rivalry between you all?
Well, shooting's quite a small sport, so the shooters tend to know each other anyway. So we have, to that extent, been mingling a little bit with each other, and with Guernsey, a nation also in the Channel Islands that we know well and have a kind of interesting rivalry with. As for some of the bigger nations, obviously everybody's taking everything quite seriously, and so mingling hasn't really started outside of individual sports yet, really.
Up till tonight, there's really been quite a tense atmosphere against some of the athletes. They're really getting quite psyched up for the events. You can see some of them just letting their shoulders go tonight, enjoying themselves a bit. There's a bit of inter-island rivalry as well between Jersey and Guernsey.
I would expect nothing less. Good luck for the shooting event, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, please extend a warm welcome.
We've already
to
welcomed
St.
Sri Lanka
and Nevis.
and St
Just-
Helena.
Just mention, Hugh, that Sri Lanka has actually officially bid for the 2018 Commonwealth Games for their port city of Hambantota. So I'm sure they'll be having a look around to see what preparations have been made here in case they win.
St Kitts and Nevis, flag bearer Tanika Liburd, one of the athletes, long jumper, 7 athletes in the team. Sprinter Kim Collins won their only medal back in 2002.
He did a great couple of years. It actually announced him to the world of 100-metre running. The following year he went on to win the world title in Paris, and that's what the Commonwealth Games can offer you as an athlete, that big step up. There's another athlete, Laverne Spencer, ranked number 1 in the world. Oh, sorry, ranked number 1 in the Commonwealth, of course, coming into these games in the high jump. 198 this year, and well, she could take a gold medal for them.
James Bentig, a squash player, leading the way for St Vincent and the Grenadines in the Windward Islands.
स्टेडियम अब स्वागत कीजिए स्वाजीलैंड का।
It's the turn of Swaziland to come and join the show and the ceremony. Another landlocked country in southern Africa, between South Africa and Mozambique. One of the world's last remaining absolute monarchies, as it happens.
And then another athlete carrying the flag, Sipasili Mdaluli, who could well be running the marathon. I think he hasn't actually run one yet. He's run a good half marathon, and he's run a couple of 5s and 10s on the track, where I'm expecting to see him in the marathon. Well, Tanzania coming in next. And they've got a great tradition in these games. Carrying the flag for them will be Samson Ramadani, who won the marathon at the last games in Melbourne. Of course, fans of the Commonwealth Games might remember the great Filbert Bayi, who broke the world record in the Commonwealth Games 1500-metre final back in 1974. And as we see the Tanzanian team go through, I think Sonali is another guest with her. We mentioned him earlier on. He's the younger brother of Amir Khan. He'll be fighting in the boxing.
I'm joined now by Haroon Khan, Amir Khan's brother, who is playing for Pakistan in the Commonwealth. How are you enjoying the ceremony so far?
It's a great experience. Look, the turnout says it all. It's my first major tournament, and it's good to be here. The atmosphere is great. I'm just looking forward to getting the ring now.
What made you want to play for Pakistan?
Well, I would have looked to fight England as well, but I'm dual nationality. My parents are born in Pakistan, so we've had one person in the family that's fought for England. And look where he is, and it'll be good to just make my mum and dad proud to make another member of the family to fight for their own country, which is Pakistan. So I'm hoping to just make them proud as well.
Your team got a massive welcome when they came into the stadium. Were you expecting that here in Delhi?
Well, I was a bit, yeah, because it's right next door to India. The way they're treating us with respect, I can't explain that much more. We've had a good turnout, they welcomed us well, and can't thank them more than that.
Is Amir out here with you, or is he watching from home?
Well, he's in America at the moment. He's training for his next fight in December 11th.